Wow. I almost have no words. And to all people who are here, we've been standing on the protocols which were established by our chairperson since the beginning. For me, I'm just here to thank all of you. I'm actually excited. I'm overwhelmed, challenged by what has happened. It has been work, work, no rest, but I think it has been worth it. I want to thank so much for the support which we have got. The support from the WOFAS team itself, the board members who have supported us, because it's WOFAS. AFAS, our mother, we call them our mother. And GIFRAS is our grandmother. Yeah, that's how we categorize ourselves. And then the people down are the children and the grandchildren. So WOFAS, we are here and we have parents, but we have the children down, the members and the extension workers down there. Thank you so much. I would like to appreciate the attendance, everybody who is here. When I saw the numbers swelling, thank you very much. And I want to thank again my local government people for mobilizing yourselves at a short time and being here in numbers. I didn't show when we look at the WOFAS, even just membership, small membership of about, right now, about 600. It is the public people who take the biggest share. And we all know that the biggest, number of extension workers are public. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for not just attending, but participating. It is different from attending and you sit there, but everybody in their own way has participated. People have actually shared. People have done a lot. The exhibitors, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for the presenters. You saw the presentations which we had. We called for papers. We called some papers were not coming in since last year, but we decided to orientate the presentations and call people and oriented the presentations. We requested people to present on extension in something, extension in the coffee value chain. Please come and tell us extension in a House avocado. And I think that has really been, because this is what we wanted to actually harvest. What are the issues there? But also, what are the successes? I have one of my bosses says we should stop talking about challenges, but talk about solutions. And I think there are solutions which have been talked about it. Thank you so much for the support of the main people who have come out to support this function. Thank you so much, AGRA. Thank you so much, GIZ. Thank you so much, World Vision. Sorry if I don't mention anybody. Kilimo Trust, Pelham, Forum, Narrow. Oh, that one I can't even be. Narrow, thank you very much. You saw that for this time, the biggest number of field sites were Narrow. And thank you so much. I think we have started, on Monday we signed an MOU. And I think the MOU has been seen working right from the beginning. Okay, thank you so much for that. I said I'm just here to thank the different people and thank you for the support. Because this, actually to tell you, this WOFAS, we have no money. We have no money to hold this function. Our biggest capacity, our biggest strength is mobilizing the partners. We mobilize the partners, and when the partners come in, things happen. And among the partners are the individual members, because by you contributing what you contributed, you actually did what? Supported. Actually, some of the organizations will recognize their participation, their support. If you support and let's say bring 10, it means you have already contributed 3.9 million to this what? So that is the support, and thank you, and let us keep this spirit. When we call upon you, please do that. Just come, just mobilize. Don't even wait. There are platforms which are there. Don't even wait to be written to. Some people stay there and say, you didn't write to us. Even an individual. We don't have we don't have that capacity to write to each one. When you hear, let us be like in the culture, it is also losing out. In the villages, when there is any function, any event, people don't wait for invitation. People ask, what can I do? Where can I contribute? And people come. So they don't have, but I hear that we, the Kampala people, we are changing those things in the villages. Otherwise, the spirit, we should keep that spirit. When you hear, just say, what do we do? What do we contribute? And then we all come. With that, I'll just end with, the technical team, can you stand up? Technical team, please, the technical team. Elizabeth has forgotten that she's part of the technical team. That is okay. Yeah, I want to thank Dr. Irene, who has driven the technical team for technical issues. And I want to thank Elizabeth. Does she need an upload? All this, the whole publicity you've seen, people you have seen the photograph for the first time, you've been seeing things going around, and that is Elizabeth. Thank you so, so much for coordinating. It started earlier, and it's still continuing. Thank you so much. Ruth is not here. She's not feeling well, as you heard. She's been coordinating the regional events. And I think she's coordinated very well. We have Andrew. Where's Andrew? Andrew has been coordinating the field visits. Maybe he has gone out. I saw him somewhere. Andrew Mnyole is the one who has been coordinating the field visits. And thank you very much. Scovia, where's Scovia? Logistics? She's not here. Okay, so thank you for making. I've been the overall coordinator of those teams. And if they didn't work, I wouldn't also do anything. Thank you so much. And I want, when you leave, please carry the message and be there and hold the flag. Lastly, I would like everybody here to leave. If you are not yet a member of WOFAS, please become a member. And I would have, yesterday we had the QR code which went around in the buses. I hope many people just express their interest. Of course, when you express the interest, you have to pay the membership, and then just come together and work together for WOFAS. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I had to go for coaching. Madame Beatrice, how do you say your name? Luzobe. The pronunciations are very important. In a special way, I'd like to invite our very own chairperson to the board, Dr. Miiro. He's going to serve to function, share his closing remarks, but also invite the representative from GIZ.
Thank you so much, our facilitator, for inviting me. Our guest of honor today, Madame Connie Nancha, my sister, Communications Director, World Vision, representing the ED, World Vision, the representative of the Commissioner of Culture Extension and Skills Management, Mr. Stephen Magume, and all the senior managers from MAIF, and also from the Department of Extension and Skills Management, the Executive Director of the African Forum for Culture Advisory Services, our very own Dr. Lillian Lihasi, our first staff here present, our partners, World Vision, GIZ, Pelham Reform, and so many of you. We salute and thank you. The patron of UFAS, who has just stepped out but is with us today, the DPMOs that are represented, our former chairperson, Madam Adeline Rashana Muhewa, our executive mentor. At the same time, she's also our executive mentor. Our CEO, Madam Beatrice Luzobe, members of the UFAS board, should have come first. Members of the UFAS board, then the CEO, Beatrice Luzobe, members of academia, especially from the Mountains of the Moon University, Chambogo University, members of the private sector, Extension, our UNADA ED, Dr. Chris Ibinsitavio. I think you should give me a reward for managing your name very well. Members in civil society, Extension, managers, members, colleagues from our culture advisory, from all different organizations, farmers organizations, youth organizations. We have here people we call the Innovation Transfer Partners, who are supported by Reforum, young people who are doing great work in extension. You can't believe what they do, but they're out there with a serious footprint. The chair of the technical working group, Dr. Irene Tambula, and your team, presenters, panelists, exhibitors, facilitators, rapporteurs, members of the technical working group, members of the media, UFAS members, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I want to hear a better good afternoon. You know what, as we draw to the close of this very important Uganda Culture Extension Week 2026, I'm really honored to stand before you after 5 days of serious dialogue, practical learning, genuine collaboration and networking. I want to first of all thank each of you, by the way, in a very, very special way, for investing to come and participate in this event. I usually teach my students that there is a cost of being members of any organization. It costs you money, it costs you time, it costs you obeying the rules of the network. So I really want to thank you, and please let's clap for each other. Those of you who have self-financed, those of you who have been supported by GIZ to come, and also our partner organizations. I also want to, in a very, very special way, and indeed importantly, appreciate the government of Uganda, the Minister of MAIF, that is Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, the Department of Extension and Skills Management. Thank you so much. Actually, just to let you know that we are reaching out even to other commissioners, and we saw the Commissioner of Animal Resources, I believe, you can correct me, Dr. Ademun was here on Tuesday. We want to thank you very much. And please let's thank the ministry. We have their support, we have their guidance, we have their advice all the time and all the way. I also want to request you to appreciate GIZ, who have supported us in very, very big ways, brought so many actors, including DPMOs, and worked with us this journey, because it takes resources to run an event of this nature. Isn't that true? And so, thank you for appreciating them. So on behalf of the board and all of you UFAS members, I also want to extend our appreciation to every speaker, every panelist, exhibitor, field visit host, participant, those in person and those online, for your participation, for your contribution, energy, enthusiasm, feedback, and insights that have made this week a great success. We cannot fail to thank AFAS. We have acknowledged GIZ, but I tell you, a lot of serious resources from AFAS have made us visible. What you see out there, what you see on display here, came from AFAS. Please support them, encourage them with a powerful hand of appreciation. Can we add another one? And especially to our ED, Dr. Lillian Lihasi, and her staff members who, beyond her, have also been led by Dr. Rosemita Birungi. Great support, great guidance, and feedback, and we always appreciate it, and we will always appreciate it. We began this week with a clear premise for an effective agriculture extension for the last mile, but also arguing that we must work together if we are going to build a resilient and profitable market-focused extension. You know what, I'm an academic and I'm a great thinker and I'm a great designer. I think, Madam Beatrice, you forgot to bring that out, but it's okay. That I took time together with that team to design a very good extension week. Not alone, but together. We made sure that it is beyond just scientific presentations, to capture areas where you need to live, feeling you've been capacitated, and we will always continue to have you in our minds as your leaders, together with the Secretariat, whenever we design an event. So again, I want to thank the board members and also the technical working group, and certainly our very own CEO for appropriating what we designed together and making it so successfully the way we have seen it today. So really, my remarks, we should not go far, even though we could say so many technical words. As the chairperson of the board and as the board, we have purpose to make sure that every member of UFAS is reached. We are very intentional when it comes to membership services. We have already gone through, with the support of Agutera, an assessment on how we can reach you better. And please trust me, we are going to do our best. We may not be perfect, but we're going to bear each of you, whether you are in public sector, whether you are in private extension or civil society or media or student or researcher, we have you in mind, especially if you are supporting our culture extension and advisory services. Please note that we wanted to appreciate, what does it take? What does extension look like when the markets are assured? Because, you know, we have moved into agro-industrialization. PDM is picking people to get into the market economy. So we must have models, extension approaches. And we want to learn, how are they organized to make sure our farmers access markets, meet the standards, the quality standards, and earn out of them. And so in the middle of that process is you, especially you in the house here today, doing that follow-up, the guidance, but also anchoring yourselves in the needs of the buyer, the importer, the exporter, the processor, and making sure what they want, farmers are able to do, and also to meet the market demands. So again, thank you. I believe you've borrowed a leaf here and there, and you have something to take back home. Lastly, to assure you that now, as we leave, for us, what is on our mind, especially me, which I'm going to share to the board, and also finally to Madame Beatrice to appropriate, is how we are going to follow up on what we've come out with today. We agree with one of the statements said that we have to polish the communique. Madam Dr. Irene, there is some strong feedback that came around how we captured NAD's role, that you remember. So we shall polish that and more, but we shall polish again with you in mind. We will request you, ladies and gentlemen, leaders of our extension organizations, to implement our communique in one way or the other, including the one of 2024. It had very good pointers. So we are calling upon, as my executive mentor and former vice chairperson, requested in the feedback that we get a sponsor to help us follow up with you, encourage you. We need to encourage each other. And we hear you when you say we should come alongside, of course, with the support of government to continue to promote standards, certify, accredit. And our dear guest of honor, of course, as a private civil society actor who also government appreciates, but also to our senior managers from the ministry. If you can look at my face one more time, I know you are looking at it on the screen. UFAS is more than ready to help you when it comes to following, creating standards, following them through. We may not be perfect, but you know what? We are here to be supported, to be guided to do that. Please, I don't know if you have any other motivated partner. When I'm teaching the students, I say, if you're going to work with a farmers organization, why struggle create a new one when there is already one which is already on the ground? UFAS is on the ground, and we will be ready, sir, to work with the ministry to follow through with the standards, the guidelines, making our members here compliant by educating them, coaching them. We don't have to push them or to whip them as was suggested. We just need to encourage them and create an enabling environment for them to follow these standards and serve our clients without hurting them. So with those few remarks, I want to invite our Secretary General and my Vice Chairperson. We have a small token of appreciation. Please, Secretary General, I see you, sir, to come. We have some tokens of appreciation, which we agreed that we should come and appreciate some of the partners who have done us good this time. Vice Chairperson, please, if you can. Yeah. Please celebrate our Vice Chairperson, very important person. And also our patron, please, our patron, yes. I had that in mind, though it was flying out. Come and we appreciate our partners here briefly. And, okay. Okay, so I understand, I thought they were here. So the tokens are not yet here, but when they come, even if they find us at lunch, I will invite the camera there. It will be like a dinner sort of, and we hand you your wonderful token. With that, again, please allow us to welcome one of our partners who has been very instrumental in this meeting. This is none other than Mr. Obaa, where you sir, from GIZ, to give a few remarks. They don't have to be as lengthy as mine, just brief, and then we proceed with, let's celebrate GIZ. Let's celebrate Mr. Obaa. Very, very supportive, very, very helpful. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, the board chair, UFAS, Dr. Miiro. I want to stand on the protocol that was already placed by the board chair. And before I continue, I want to introduce one person. This is Mr. Maxi Stephen Oponya. Stephen is behind there. One colleague that I work with very, very closely, and is supported immensely in organizing the regional event for the 3 events in the north, and working with the district local governments and UFAS. So thank you, Maxi, for also being here since Monday up to today. So briefly, I want to, on behalf of the GIZ country office, and also on behalf of our head of program for the Promoting Rural Development Program, PRODEV, I want to thank the Ministry of Agriculture, MAIF, for allowing such a platform to exist, like UFAS, like the National Extension Week, where all partners, all practitioners, and other stakeholders are able to come together and share ideas. A lot of things have been discussed here that are very, very important. So we recognize the importance of all the focal areas that have been discussed here as part of the sub-themes of this. Whether we work with agro-based businesses, they are more resource efficient and they're competitive in the activities that they do. So this we recognize that collaboration is very, very important as well, because I was touched when one of the presentation here in the panel discussion that I was facilitating one of the discussions that talked about multi-stakeholder platforms that coordinate climate-smart agriculture practitioners, those that are implementing projects and so on. So if we recognize such platforms that OFAS is also very closely working with, it is key in delivering a number of other actions that we have. And therefore, I want to say that this has been a very well-organized event with a lot of learning. I do not want to repeat the comments that have been put in the questions that we were answering online, but it has been very well organized. And as part of our appreciation to Maif, to AFAS, to all that participated in the organization, I want us just to wave as part of our appreciation. That means we are also thanking God for allowing us to move from Monday until today. So I do not want to speak much, but I want to thank the district local governments that are here. And from all the discussions, you really see the interest in taking back home the different learnings, the different approaches. And even as GIZ said, we presented a number of approaches that we are implementing. And we are happy that we have been also reached by other partners, other development organizations that, okay, how do we move forward? How do we supplement to these approaches? And I think such a platform brings that kind of discussion and dialogue. And it is very, very important. So I hope we shall be in a position to continue collaborating with OFAS in the regional events, but also in the national event like this. Where everything is possible, I hope we continue to collaborate. So I want to say thank you, and those that will be traveling far, safe journey to all of you. Thank you.